Yo, welcome back to the NWO Podcast, the Nerd World Order Podcast. The podcast that is just too sweet.
Too sweet.
It's your boy, Dougie Fresh, a.k.a. the Dutch Destroyer, Trip Alistair Black. And as always, I got with me my cousin in destruction.
I like that. It's
Get
your boy,
it?
Mikey
Dutch
North
Destroyer.
DiCaprio.
Because, you know, you put weed in Dutches.
Yeah.
Alistair Black was the Dutch
Okay,
Destroyer.
Oh.
I was just saying.
Damn, let me get my shit up. No,
There's layers to that shit. I had to break it down.
It's your boy, Mikey North DiCaprio, a.k.a. the
It doesn't matter.
Nice to meet you. Hope today's a good episode, guys. Here we go.
You're not gonna finish your nickname? How y'all been, man? Not how y'all been, but how you been?
I'm good, man. You the one that came from vacation.
Yeah, it started off rough. It was a rough vacation.
The anniversary of Vacation Chronicles, nigga.
Yeah, it started off rough. We missed our flight Friday due to...
Tell the truth, Robin.
So, man, like, we planned... Well, I planned the trip perfectly to the point where, you know, we would have got to the airport right on time.
You were doing your namesake. I get it.
So, you know, but we didn't get to the airport right on time. It was a little bit late, so we had to catch the next flight out, which just so happened to be the next day. So we lost a day, and then we get to New Orleans, the bags were delayed 2 hours because it was thunderstorming, and apparently they don't like working in the rain down there. So they held us at the airport for another 2 hours. Then we get to the rental car place, and they want another $500 from your boy.
They want that cash, nigga.
So I was like, nah, no.
He said, give me my money.
But, you know, because it's like, bro, I gave y'all $200 already, and y'all told me all I would need to do was another $60 to get the car once I got down there. But all of a sudden now it's a $500 deposit.
They was playing with your emotions, man.
Yeah, but, I mean, it was smooth because realistically, we didn't need a car.
Makes sense, right.
Because once we got to the hotel, we figured out everything within walking distance.
Right, oh, that's a plus, hell yeah.
Yeah, so like, we literally
money.
Yeah, we were able to walk everywhere.
That's what's up.
So, you know, we took a nice tour around the city, walked through Bourbon Street, which day after Bourbon Street, not a recommendation. Do not go to Bourbon Street the next morning. Man, it smelled like shit, piss, and beer.
Yeah.
Because, you know, down there, they throw everything
I remember seeing that shit as a teenager.
Yeah, they throw everything into the street.
Yeah.
Because they clean it all up the next day. They got the street sweepers out there hustling, bustling. Then, you know, they do a lot of open, like, horse-drawn carriages, and they don't have the little scoopers behind the horse. So when the horse go, they just go.
Yeah.
So, you know.
It's a shit show, bro.
It's definitely a shit show. But it was dope, man. We got down there Saturday after all the hoopla. We went to this restaurant called the Fiery Crab, which was amazing. It was the first day of crawfish season, so Brittany was able to get a crawfish boil, which was a pound of crawfish, a half a pound of shrimp, half a pound of crab legs, sausage, potatoes, and corn. It was only $30. It was nice.
That's a plug.
And then I had the oyster po' boy. I love po' boys. That's my shit. I get a shrimp po' boy, but I had never had an oyster po' boy, which they do charbroiled oysters and they put that on top of the sandwich. That shit was dope.
Okay.
And then, you know, like some guy down there introduced me to strawberry Hennessy.
That shit sound fire.
That shit was delicious.
You know, I'm a Hennessy man myself. Yeah, that shit sounds fire.
It was delicious. It had strawberry Hennessy and mango lemonade Hennessy. Safe to say that I was quite fucked up.
Oh, for sure.
Like, we were back at the hotel and I was asleep by like 6 o'clock.
Now, this was a drink he made or this is like flavored Hennessy?
I don't know.
It was good, though.
It was good as a bitch. I seen him order one. He came back to the bar, got 2 more. I'm like, hey, what is that? That's strawberry Hennessy. He's like, yeah.
It's that shit.
I'm like,
say less. That's one of them say less moments, like say less.
Man, he was like, man, she's pouring the motherfucker. She was heavy on the Hennessy.
Oh, for sure.
It was one of them.
Right. pose. That was a pole, nigga. That wasn't a pour. She pulled up.
Man, I was fucking with it. It was nice. It was
That's what's up.
delicious. And then Sunday we did a walking tour of the French Quarters. It was a walking food tour. So we went through downtown New Orleans, went through French Quarters. We walked through Bourbon Street. They took us to where they had the original open market.
Oh yeah.
She broke down all the history, so we got the background of New Orleans and how New Orleans was one of the first cities that allowed women to own property before everything else, because you know how down there and down south there was a lot of it was heavy in slavery.
Oh, for sure.
So, and to hear some of the backstory, like I didn't know that New Orleans has just as much Spanish influence as it does French influence.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah.
So, like, to find that out and to hear the backstory to that was amazing.
Yeah.
We got free mufalatos, which is a Creole Italian dish, because apparently they have a lot of Italians down there, and I found out that Creole is not necessarily it's more of, you have to be from New Orleans to be Creole. You cannot be born somewhere else and be Creole. Your parents will be Creole, but you wouldn't be Creole. You'd have to be born in New Orleans in Louisiana in order to be Creole, which was dope. Like to hear that story and to hear that there's so many Italians that have that ethnicity behind them as far as being Creole. So we had this Mufalata Sandwich, which was a sandwich created back when Italians migrated from Italy and started becoming indentured to the colonies down there, because Creole means child of the colony.
Okay.
So we got, it was salami, pepperoni, 3 different cheeses, olives on this big ass fucking sandwich. I mean, the sandwich is probably like legitimately this big. It was so big that they had to cut it up. Yeah. It was 12 of us in the group. They cut up one sandwich and was able to feed everybody in the group.
God damn. Yeah.
And I still had a decent size portion. I mean, the sandwich was delicious. It's not necessarily something for me. It was a lot of olive, and I'm not a fan of olive. Shout out to anybody that do that whole olive drinking and whatnot, hoopla. It's not for me. Yeah. And we had fried Gator. I love fucking fried Gator.
Yeah, I heard fried Gator is good.
I had it. We had it at State Fair when they had it at State Fair a couple years back. But it's not the same. It's not the same as having it down there.
Oh, for sure.
And their hurricane drinks are fucking amazing. Like, I mean, when I tell you that they be fucking pouring, they really be pouring them drinks. Like, halfway through the fucking tour, I was fading.
So,
then we saw where they made the beignets fresh. That shit was dope to see how, they prepare those. It's nothing like Princess and the Frog. Yeah. She made that shit look like an art. That nigga made that shit look like it was nothing. He was in there flipping that dough. Then we had gumbo, jambalaya, and charbroiled oysters, fresh charbroiled oysters. Man, it's an experience that I can't wait to do again.
For sure.
The most amazing thing is being down there and smelling weed, right? Just smelling the weed in the air. And the crazy thing is, weed is not legal down there.
Yeah, they just don't give a fuck.
It's decriminalized, but it's not necessarily legal. Medical is legal, but recreational is not. But they have fucking weed mobiles. Legitimately, they have weed mobiles. Motherfuckers have big ass trailers posted off of Bourbon Street, off of Canal Street, selling weed from pre-rolls, sacks, all that shit. So it was nice cause going down there, I'm thinking like, dog, how the fuck am I finna find weed?
Right.
like,
that's always the first thing you think of.
How am I find bud? Like, where am I getting bud from?
Right.
And while we were at Fiery Crab, we met these guys from Minnesota who told us about the weed truck. Okay. So we get over there, and the first time we went over there, it was a Jamaican guy. Yeah. And then the second time we went over there, the next day, it was a bunch of niggas. Just straight up niggas. I mean, they had fucking swishers in there, pre-roll swishers. pre-roll the pre-roll king hemp wraps.
Yeah.
So it was dope. It was nice to be out there and be able to enjoy ourselves freely and not have to worry about anything. Because I mean, the cops really didn't care about shit.
Yeah.
As long as you wasn't being
a nuisance.
Right. Like the only like really downfall was like there's so many homeless people. I mean, there's homeless people everywhere, but like down there, like they're just out there. Like I had to get up at like 3 a.m. to make a trip to CVS because Brittany's aunt came to visit middle of the night, and we weren't expecting it, so I had to go and get accommodations for Brittany's aunt at 3 a.m. and I'm walking past all these homeless people, and it was mad awkward, looking like a tourist in the middle of nowhere. So
for sure.
Other than that, man, we had a great time. It was a rough start, but it was a great finish.
That's what's up.
Glad to be back. It's nice.
Yeah, Didge filled in for you, man.
He did his thing. I appreciate it. It was almost like I appreciate it. It was almost as if I wasn't gone.
Right. Now Exclusive's gone, so now it's just 2-man power trip.
Yeah, he tagged me out. He tagged me in, so I'm back. He gone.
When do we come back?
Sunday night, I think.
Because he got to work Monday, not Tuesday.
So he might be back Sunday night. Monday. He got to work Monday.
He got to work Tuesday.
He got to work Tuesday. He's gonna be back on Monday.
Okay.
I remember saying he's gonna get back early.
Oh yeah, last episode. That's right.
Yeah.
That's what's up.
Yeah, it looks like he's having a good time out there though.
You know what part of Jamaica he at?
Montenegro.
He in Jamaica. Montenegro. Okay. That's what's up. It looks nice out there.
It looks beautiful.
Was that a hotel or was that like an Airbnb?
I think he's at a resort.
Ooh. That's nice. That's money right there.
Yeah.
That's money.
Yeah, that's that shit. Mm-hmm. That's that shit.
What you got on the docket, cuz?
So while we were out in New Orleans, we did catch the Stone Cold biography.
Oh yeah. The first of what, 8?
8, yeah. The first of 8 A&E documentaries.
And what's weird, my thing is with the biographies, a lot of this shit we probably already heard.
Yeah.
But just getting like a fresher, just retelling the stories, maybe adding some more stories to it, getting different people's opinions who was there, like we might not have gotten before.
Yeah. Right.
So it's like, especially with Stone Cold and who are like certain people, we already know the biography, like their wrestling biography.
Yeah.
But just for them to get just a 2-hour special strictly about them, and you know what I'm saying, on a cable network, so that's kind of dope. I enjoyed the first episode. Anything involving Stone Cold, I'm enjoying because that's like my childhood right there.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So like, I especially with Stone Cold, I like watching a lot of the shit that they bring up because I'd be like, oh yeah, I remember watching that with my grandma. Oh yeah, I remember watching that. You know what I'm saying? So it's like I love. Who's the next one? You know what who the next one is?
I think it's Roddy Piper.
Roddy Piper.
I'm trying to look it up now.
But no, I enjoyed the first episode, man. I didn't get a chance to watch the Secret Treasures, the Hidden Treasures.
Hidden Treasures. I did. I saw a few of them.
Put it on?
No, I'm saying.
Oh, yeah, okay.
I saw a little bit of it. It was Mick Foley. They were
looking for his shirt, right? His Mankind shirt, like the original one.
His original Mankind shirt, his original Cactus Jack flannel,
and some Do Love pants. Or is that something else?
His Do Love pants.
Yeah.
The original Mankind mask. Like to see some of those people that like collect that shit, like
Diehards, bro.
Diehards.
Yeah.
This guy had Mankind's shoes.
Yeah.
Like when he first started wearing regular ass shoes.
Regular shoes, yeah.
That was unprecedented.
Yeah.
Apparently, I didn't know that. I didn't realize that until he mentioned that during the Hidden Treasures.
Right.
Like usually people wear tights, boots.
Yep.
He
started wrestling the Asics, nigga. Some
Asics and some jogging pants.
Oh, what the?
he started wrestling in jogging pants because he saw how he was looking in the spandex, and he was like, "Nah, that's not for me, Joe." I was like, "Okay, I feel you." Cause
that nigga used to wrestle and just go straight to. I remember was it Triple H? I think told a story about them doing the show, Mankind was like soaking, like just drenched in sweat. He took his clothes off, took a shower, and put the same clothes back on. I was like, dog, like that sounds like some Mick Foley shit. Like that's nuts. Oh, what the? Like that's crazy as a bitch. I was like, that just sounds like some shit.
Like people bought that shit.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah.
Like,
and it's like just to say you
shit.
got Mick Foley's, you know what I'm saying, the shoes he wore as Mankind, like, you know what I'm saying, like that speaks for itself. Like any type of memorabilia from your childhood growing up.
So it's a lot of things, you know, that was on the Stone Cold biography that I knew, like, but what were some of your favorite, like, what were some of your favorite moments from that documentary?
I mean, the same shit I usually see, but my thing is they kind of went more into the fatherhood and him, you know, having 2 kids and how, you know, he had to, you know, choose between wanting to be the best wrestler in the world or, you know what I'm saying, being the best father. And, you know, he even said, he was like, you know, I chose to be greedy and,
I chose him.
You know, and it sucked because, you know, he said it sucks because it caused that rift between them, but now that they're older, they're getting it back. Now that he don't wrestle no more. Yeah. So it's like that's good. It just, you know, it sucked to see that wrestlers, you know, deal with certain shit like everyday people. And you know, like certain shit they got to deal with, like, you know, because they're human. Yeah. You know what I'm saying?
And you see, like, he was talking about how when he was going through his first divorce, and he was sleeping in his
trailer,
double wide trailer. Mm-hmm. Shout out to Charlemagne the God, because before reading his book, I wouldn't have known what a double wide was. Yeah. So when he said that, it instantly resonated. Like, oh, okay, I know what you talk about. The next one tomorrow is Randy Savage.
Oh yeah, that's gonna be a good one.
Yeah, that's gonna be a dope one. But he was going through his divorce, and he was still, you know, putting in work.
Working at the highest level.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I didn't know, though, that the one thing that stood out to me the most was him telling the story about the day of his final match.
Oh yeah, between him and The Rock. Yeah.
But between him and The Rock,
yeah, for sure.
He ended up going to the hospital that day because
a whole bunch of Red Bulls, or he was dehydrated. Shit, right?
He was drinking 2 bottles of wine a night. Then got up in the morning and drank a bunch of coffee and a bunch of Red Bulls and Monsters and energy drinks and shit, and went and worked out and just, like, you know, put his body to the limit. And ended up having to go to the hospital because he was thinking he was having a heart attack, and the whole time he was just dehydrated. Yep. And they didn't want him to wrestle.
He said, "Fuck that."
He said, "Fuck that," and still put on a good show.
And I like that he told Vince that he wanted to put The Rock over for the last match. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Just because of the type of, when it comes to wrestling history, like the type of feud that the feud that they had was probably the top feud in wrestling history, if not top 5.
I must say, I can't really see a feud higher than that.
Yeah. Like, it's something that come close.
It's definitely pause. It is something that are, you know, a close second.
Close, right? But,
or, you know, even you can make an argument for it to be number 1. But Stone Cold versus The Rock, probably one of the most iconic rivalries of our generation.
Right, for sure.
I mean, because you think about other sports rivalries, there's not really many other sports rivalries that can compare to that.
Not at all.
Like, I mean, you got MJ and the Bad Boy Pistons.
Right. You got the Yankees and the Red Sox.
Yeah.
You got
the Packers and the Bears.
But it
still is like Stone Cold and The Rock. That shit transcended pop culture.
Yeah, for
like,
sure.
Even Stone Cold, because the best part about the Stone Cold documentary is seeing how much he affected pop culture outside of wrestling. Right. And then to remember how much Goldberg was doing the same for WCW at the time. Yeah. You know, and to know that Stone Cold was the reason that would put them over the top. Yeah. Right? Because they were losing. Yeah. They were losing the Monday Night Wars. And for him to get that gimmick. Cause what was his name? Some of the names they were giving.
Oh my God, I don't remember, but they were horrible.
Frosty McIce or some shit like that.
Yeah. The Von something, the Von
Strangler or some shit like that. And he was watching the documentary on the Iceman.
Yeah.
And
his wife
told
made
him
some
to drink
tea
his
or some shit.
And before he got Stone Cold.
And she was like, "Yep, there it is.
That's
whoop,
the
there it is. Real life. Whoop, there it
real
is.
life. Whoop, there it is. I mean that's fucking. It's perfect.
Yeah.
It was perfect for him. And then, to know that he it was like, you know what, I gotta change my look up. So he shaved the head off. Mm-hmm. Then he
grew the goatee.
Turned the goatee in that, and then that look itself just became iconic. And then the walk.
Right.
The shit talking down to the ramp.
Right.
And then this was right after the Montreal screw job. So now Vince is looking like the evil boss, and what better way to build up a star than to have that?
Go against the boss, the head man. Yeah.
He was already he looked like a common guy.
Right.
And
working man.
Man, and so to be able to resonate with that, like, there's plenty of people out here that wanted to, kick their boss in the face.
For sure.
So it was like, that was the perfect gimmick to get behind.
Yeah.
So he was the perfect storm for so long. He was the perfect storm for so long, and it worked. It worked out so well for him.
Yeah. Yeah. I don't think nobody could have. I think he fit perfectly for that role. I don't think nobody else could have pulled that role off as well as he executed it as well as he did.
Yeah. You think Owen meant to?
Oh no, he wasn't that type of wrestler. I never heard nobody say anything bad. I know, most people don't say anything negative about people who passed. But even when he was alive, I've never heard nobody say anything negative about. And Stone Cold even said like he didn't think he did it on purpose.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying. And he did tell him, if you do the power driver, don't sit out, do the tombstone. So it's like it sucks that he did listen, but you know what I'm saying. I don't think he had intentions on hurting him.
Yeah, it was just, Stone Cold kind of slid down his thigh. And it
Pause.
Paused. It was a series of unfortunate events.
Yeah. So. It was just, a couple bad moves that, kind of suck. But to me, I feel like it helped his character.
Absolutely.
You know what I'm saying? It made him
badass.
Yeah, it made him stronger. It made him feel like, it made fans was like, this man's indestructible.
Yeah, he's
you know what I'm saying? It's like
unstoppable.
he can't nobody fuck with him. Like he broke his freak. He broke it. Kind of found out he didn't break his neck.
No.
You know what I'm saying? Like I thought the whole time I thought he broke his neck.
I thought he really broke his neck.
Yeah,
and
kind of found out
like
he compressed or some shit.
Yeah, compressed it, and he just had to take time off to fully heal it.
Yeah, so it's like that's nuts too. To find out he didn't break his neck.
That shit is like, when you look at it, that's cringeworthy. Mm-hmm. Like 100%. It's like, damn, that nigga really broke his fucking neck, but he did it.
Fam said his hands was he couldn't move his hands. He couldn't feel his hands. The way he was crawling to do the roll up, the most devastating move in all sports entertainment.
Man,
surprise roll up. But it was like. Yeah, even the roll up didn't take away from the fact, like, bro, you just won a title with what we thought was a broken neck.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying. So like that's just testament to the type of wrestler that, the type of guy in general that Stone Cold was.
Yeah,
he wanted to be the best. No matter what he went through, he was gonna work his ass off to try to be the best.
Yeah, and he, you get all those interviews and people talking about him. To hear JR, shout out to JR for still being able to be invited to WWE functions.
Yeah, I was geeked when I seen him.
Yeah, like I felt like Stone Cold was one of those characters that nobody had anything bad to say about.
Right, for sure.
Like even to hear the story of The Rock saying like what he said to Stone Cold in the ring after the match, and then you see The Rock leaving and you see The Rock wiping tears away from his face.
Yeah.
Even Stone Cold covering his face because he don't want to see people to see him crying.
Because they had a bond. For them to be
rivals,
outside of the ring, they had a bond that you usually don't see with two top guys.
Yeah, and
Two top guys are competing no matter what, inside
Yeah.
the ring or outside the ring. For them to keep it just inside the ring and for them to have that bond, like no, they weren't best friends or they didn't hang out all the time.
Yeah,
But they knew when they seen each other, it was like, you know what I'm saying, did nothing change. Like,
Yeah.
wasn't no time missing. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I mean, in the words of Stone Cold, he said they ran in different cycles.
Yeah, for sure.
But you know, they were always ready to get up. But I'm excited, man. I can't wait for the next one. It's gonna be Macho Man.
Yeah, that Randy Savage was gonna be good.
Man, and then what? 2 weeks to get
Dark Side of the Ring. Right?
Dark Side of the Ring.
Yeah. You know what the first episode of that one is?
Flying Brian.
Flying Brian? Yeah, that's gonna be good. That's gonna be good. Cause then that means I wonder if we'll hear from cause wasn't him and Chris Benoit tag team? No, who am I thinking of? I know him and Stone Cold was, but I thought like before he went to the E, I'm thinking of somebody else. I'm maybe thinking of somebody else.
I think because when he was in WCW, he was a solo act.
What were they called? The Hollywood Blondes?
The Hollywood Blondes.
Yeah. They were good. They were a good tag team.
Yeah, really
You know
good tag team.
Like for them to just be thrown together, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But no, that first episode, I missed Dark Side of the Ring. Like,
Yeah, I can't. I'm excited for it to come back.
Yeah.
I really think we need to do that.
the live watch.
The live watch,
That'd be
even
dope.
if we don't do a live watch, just a reaction video.
Yeah.
So,
that'd be dope.
but I'm excited, man. I love these documentaries. I saw you posted the meme earlier in the group. You know, the guy walking down the street with his girl, and you see the other girl walking past is the guy, and then the girl is actual wrestling, and the other girl was
Wrestling
fucking
biographies.
yes,
He's looking behind, like.
I mean, because the documentaries they have been solid.
Yeah, for sure.
Since we started getting them, since Dark Side of the Ring came with him, and it was like, you know what? There's a niche for this. Y'all can really do something with it.
But we still need Ruthless Aggression season 2.
We definitely still need
You know what I'm
that.
saying? Like they definitely gotta make that. And that's another show that they only did one season of.
We gotta get the next episode of Icons.
Oh, for sure. Definitely gotta get the next episode of Icons. I thought they did the next episode. They didn't do it?
No, it was
Just
Yokozuna.
Yoko?
Yeah.
Okay.
And then
I'm not feeling them being on the Peacock app. Like I'm not really feeling it. I can't like at least on the WWE app. Like if you watch the pay-per-view, they had the matches separated. So if you want to skip to a certain match,
They say eventually it's gonna come to Peacock, but just not right now. It's just something that we were spoiled with getting
Right.
the WWE app.
And all they wanted was some goddamn money. And
Yeah.
So
Yeah, like shout out to WWE though. They doing big things.
Oh, for sure.
They got the deal with Crunchyroll. They just announced.
yeah, they put out that WWE anime.
Yeah.
And then I think Rey Mysterio is supposed to be having a cartoon come out for was it? Goddamn, I can't remember what it was. It was the Rey Mysterio cartoon, but I forgot for what network. But that should be coming out soon. So that'd be dope.
I'm a fan of like Lucha cartoons. What was that? The Lucha cartoon when we were growing up. Was it Lucha Libre? It was Lucha Libre.
Yeah.
That was my shit.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was my shit.
Yeah.
That was my shit. I fucked with that growing up. So I like wrestling, anime. I like wrestling. I've never watched Tiger Mask. It was one of the ones I want to get into. But
Oh yeah, I remember that. Yeah. I remember.
so I mean, but I'm a big fan of wrestling cartoons. So
Oh, for sure.
I'm all for it.
So yeah, I'm excited to see what they got. I'm excited to see. I'm excited for WWE 2K22.
Yeah. That's the graphics on that motherfucker.
Yeah. So I bought 2K20 for Mariah, and she likes to play it. Like she just likes to use the girl wrestling and shit, but she likes it. And it's like you could definitely tell that shit was glitchy as fuck. Like a lot of fuck ups. So I watched the video earlier today, and they were talking about the different things they want to bring back to make sure that the people who were disappointed with 2K20, they're satisfied with 2K22.
What are some of the things they were bringing back?
They're thinking about bringing back GMO that they had in, I think Raw versus SmackDown.
That was you control.
I never played GMO, so I don't know.
I think GMO was when you controlled a brand. Yeah, you control the brand and you were pitted against the other brand and trying to get better ratings and create better matches and shit like that.
Yeah, that they were talking about having newer matches. They were talking about maybe having a Boneyard match, maybe a Fire Funhouse match, adding that in there. They were talking about what's another one? Some with the characters. Oh, they want to try to make the characters. No, I think they said hair was an important issue. They want to try to fix.
Yeah, the stiff hair.
Yeah, the stiff hair. Cause they showed a picture of Bianca Belair doing her hair twirl, and that motherfucker like a stiff third arm just swinging from her head. And that shit was so funny. So it's like they want to fix that. I'm trying to think. The announcing. Cause they only got a set number of things they can say. Cause they can't announce to the. Cause you might not do something. You might do something that they don't have no way of announcing. So they're trying to figure out a better way to get more realistic with the announcing. They're thinking about doing, was it like the live updates where like if a character cut his hair, change ring attire, that it'd update in the game. I'm trying to think what else. The fans, they're thinking about trying to make sure that the fans look more realistic. They're thinking about adding a Thunderdome, like how you can pick the different arenas and shit. They're thinking about having a Thunderdome. So it's exciting. The little promo I seen with Rey Mysterio and Cesaro and shit look good.
Yeah.
So I'm excited for it.
Yeah, I'm hoping.
One thing they said that they don't know if it's gonna be for
think it's gonna be for next gen, right?
For new gen consoles yet. Which is like, that's cool.
Yeah.
Cause I still got my Xbox, but it's like eventually once I get the 5, I would like to get it for the 5.
Yeah.
Even if that means I gotta buy it for PlayStation 4 and play it on the 5, then that's what I gotta do.
Yeah. I'm hoping we get some type of same day release of the AEW game as well. Cause that'd be a dope competition to have. Either way, I'm gonna get both, cause why not?
I feel like since NXT moved to Tuesdays, it's like ain't no point no more. It's like just go make y'all money.
Yeah.
Like either way it go, y'all both gonna be successful. Like just go make y'all money.
Speaking of, so we're 2 weeks into the new schedule of AEW on Wednesdays and NXT on Tuesdays.
Yeah.
So AEW's viewership has skyrocketed since not having that competition.
Ain't no channel flipping.
Yeah, because now you for a year straight, you had 1 million plus people watching professional wrestling on Wednesdays.
Yeah.
On 2 different networks.
Yeah.
Now, you still got that 1 million plus people want to watch wrestling on Wednesdays.
Now they just watching straight AEW.
Straight AEW.
Yeah.
2 weeks straight, they're 1 million plus. I think it was 1 million, 1.1 the first week, 1.2 the second week. And NXT hasn't gotten over 1 million yet. I think they've reached their highest with 847 was last week.
Okay.
Which isn't bad for a Tuesday night. I just
think most people are used to the Monday, Wednesday, Friday thing. Maybe even Thursday.
Yeah.
Tuesday just don't seem like a wrestling day. So so you see what happened with ECW.
Yeah.
WWE ECW. So I feel like maybe if they move to Thursday, because Thursday used to be SmackDown and shit.
But I think Thursday is not Impact.
Yeah, but
nobody
really competition.
Yeah, I mean, I think
when it comes to when it comes to viewership,
yeah,
it ain't really no competition. Because I wonder what Impact views are on Thursday, like what their viewerships are on Thursday. You know what I'm saying? Because like if it's enough where if it's low enough, you know what I'm saying, they can move NXT to Thursday and just be like. But that's probably why they moved it to Tuesday, so they didn't have to compete with no other company. Yeah,
which I feel like.
But then they gonna end up having to do it again because what is it?
Impact Wrestling when they had 2.9 million viewers this past Thursday.
So maybe.
No, that's not. That can't be right. I just can't think. I just don't think 2 million people were watching Impact last Thursday.
And that's a pay-per-view.
No, it's hitting. They pay-per-views tomorrow. Oh no, their pay-per-view was they drew 145,000. Makes more sense.
There we go.
Makes more sense. I was like 2.1 million. Come on now.
Right.
But no, they drew 145,000, and they got their title versus title match. So Swan versus Omega is the main event going into Rebellion Sunday night. And they're also doing a free Impact Plus for 3 months.
If you buy the pay-per-view?
No, you just gotta log in and you get the pay-per-view for free.
And this is tomorrow?
Yep.
What I gotta do?
You just log in today. You sign up for their subscription.
Where go to impact.com?
I don't know.
What's it called? Impact Plus?
Yeah. So that's pretty dope. I feel like AEW has been flourishing, especially Darby Allen being the face of TNT, second straight week main event, and like he's carrying it. And I like his open challenge. His open challenges are amazing, especially because he's having the fans choose his opponents.
Yeah.
So it gives you an integrated feel. So that's pretty dope.
Yeah. That's what's up. Yeah, he's definitely reigning MVP. You know, he's definitely he definitely got the rocket strapped to him.
Yeah, absolutely, and it makes sense. It makes sense because I mean, I told y'all like he was the guy for me. Like once when they made their debut, I was like, oh yeah, Darby Allen's gonna be the one.
Yeah,
and they done a good job with him. And he's not
doing a good job himself.
Yeah,
like he's filled the shoes, but the role that they want him to play or they want him to feel or whatever, he's played it well, he's done it well. You know what I'm saying? He's making the TNT Championship important.
Yeah,
people love watching him wrestle. People who he's wrestling against are putting on good matches. You know what I'm saying? So it's a win for everybody.
And it makes sense because it's like you have every week there's a champion. You have a championship match as the main event.
Yeah.
Every week.
Yeah.
Which gives Kenny Omega the chance to he doesn't have to wrestle every week. You know, he can cut promos,
right,
still be the heel champion, right, and only wrestle at pay-per-views. Yeah. And with them having this Impact deal, he's wrestling at more pay-per-views now. Yeah. So, because, you know, AEW doesn't have pay-per-views every month. Yeah. It's like every couple months. Yeah. So for him to now wrestle at a pay-per-view every month, it makes the championship look a lot more prestigious. Yeah. It's not something you gotta pay to see him wrestle.
Right. So like, yeah, if you want to see it, you got.
Yeah, and Darby's a great champion to see every week.
Yeah,
because every week he's getting better. So, I like it.
Definitely the reigning MVP right now.
Yeah,
so you can't deny the work he's put in.
No, he's put in a lot of work.
For one young dude, ain't he like in his early 20s?
Yeah, him and MJF, hands down, future of that company. Speaking of futures, I know y'all talked about releases last week. I just wanted to touch in on Mickie James.
Miss Trash Bag.
So
disrespectful. They disrespectful. Yeah.
So, if y'all don't know, Mickie James got released from the WWE last week. And they sent her belongings this past weekend. And she got her belongings in a box. And inside that box was a fucking trash bag with all her shit on it and with Mickie James. I'm not saying Mickie James fucking Post-it note.
With a piece of tape would have said Mickie on it.
Yeah, like, bro, that's disrespectful as fuck.
They snapped for that shit.
And, I mean, people got fired. They fired Mark Carano and somebody else. I can't remember.
Who? Now, what did he do? I forgot what he did. He was like the...
talent. He was in charge.
I said, didn't he do what John Laurinaitis used to do?
Yeah.
Talent relations guy?
Yeah, he was in charge of talent.
Yeah.
And I mean, I heard a lot of people came out and talked about how poorly he treated them during his tenure.
Yeah. So
I'm not surprised to see that he was the one behind it. I just don't think he would have gotten fired if she hadn't posted that tweet.
Oh no, not at all. Not at all.
And then did you see her reply to Stephanie?
That's how she felt like she's been treated for 3 years?
For the past 3 years, a trash bag. But it's like, yeah, you gotta get that trash bag treatment for those past 3 years.
Like, that's disrespectful.
Disrespectful as fuck. I love WWE. because I mean, as
childhood.
as a child growing up, it's nostalgia. It's a nostalgia effect. So I'm always gonna have love for WWE.
Yeah.
But at the same time, they treat their people like shit.
For sure.
And it's upsetting because you get some of the best wrestlers in the world and they don't go anywhere because, you know, their roster's oversaturated.
Yeah.
They can't do much, or, you know, and especially now with them not doing house shows anymore. So some of those wrestlers are literally just sitting back by the food table watching other people flourish.
Speaking of tangent, Mike Zishin, if you will.
Mike Zishin?
Aleister Black is back.
Hence the name this week.
Yeah. I was excited.
Yeah.
I seen the promo. I was like, heel or face, I fuck with you, bro.
Yeah.
Like, heel or face, I fuck with you.
I was kind of hoping he would have. I was kind of hoping he would have gotten released.
Oh, for real?
Yeah. Just to see what he can do somewhere else.
I feel like they know they fucked up on that.
Yeah, I feel like
Then
to see him and, like, let's say Darby Allen go at it,
no, that would be dope.
or him and Pac.
No, that'd be dope.
You know what I mean?
But I want to see him go against Seth. I want to see him go against Cesaro.
Yeah.
I like to see him go against AJ. I like to see him go against Shinsuke. I
Yeah.
like to see him go. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
The one release that I was disappointed in was Samoa Joe.
Yeah, that didn't make sense.
That hurt. That
Didn't make sense at all.
The only thing I can think of is that his injury history.
But he was so good on the mic as a commentator.
Sure. Yeah, the commentator. That's the thing. Is like, bro, y'all can let him keep doing commentary as he healed up. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, like he was so good as a commentator. But at the same time, I appreciate Pat McAfee, and I like having Corey Graves back on Raw.
Who's the new dude?
I don't fucking know. He's just somebody they chose to replace Samoa Joe.
Basically, yeah.
But I enjoy Pat McAfee on the mic.
Yeah.
I think realistically, I'd like him back in the ring. But I mean, if that's what we get for him, you know, to him and Michael Cole, he makes Michael Cole look good.
Sure.
Pause. Because Michael Cole isn't a great commentator.
Not anymore.
No.
I like younger Michael Cole.
Young Michael Cole was dope.
But I feel like once he started getting more responsibilities backstage,
And he became the guy behind the table.
And I'm not saying like it was an ego thing. I just felt like the more responsibility he carried on, the less he put his all into the in front camera shit.
Yeah, his responsibilities became too much.
For sure. He didn't want to be a grown up no more.
No.
You know what I'm saying?
No, but it's. I mentioned this to Brittany yesterday. They fucked up at WrestleMania.
How?
Because having fans back at WrestleMania, it brought back that feeling that we were missing for so long.
Yeah.
That the live crowd is undeniable. The pops you get when you enter the ring, the pops that Bianca got after she won,
For sure.
it's irreplaceable.
Yeah.
And then to go back to TV screens, it kind of like it diminishes everything now. It's like man, and then to know that they're not bringing back fans for some time now, we might not get fans again to SummerSlam.
Yeah.
It's like, come on, man. Like, at least, like they said, at least the pay-per-views. Like,
I feel like they did that because of the WrestleMania we got last year. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, I understand. I was like, okay, so we don't get fans after that for a while.
Yeah.
But like, at least we got them for the Super Bowl of wrestling. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, I can't be mad at that. So even if we don't get them at every pay-per-view, if we can get them at the main four, if we can get them at the four anchor pay-per-views, that's cool.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
I guess it doesn't feel the same watching
I get it.
watching them week to week.
Yeah, for sure.
After getting those goosebumps.
Yeah, for sure.
WrestleMania.
Yeah.
So
100%.
absolutely, it makes sense.
Word exclusive. 100%.
It makes sense. But no, man, I can't get behind the Thunderdome anymore.
Yeah, I can respect that. Just because, just us watching them be in front of the live crowd, you know what I'm saying, was exciting. You know what I'm saying?
And then, to see the backstage reactions, like, the wrestlers crying.
Yeah.
Because they the feeling that they got to be back in front of the fans.
Yeah.
It's just it's indifferent to anything else that we've been seeing for the past year.
For sure.
So I mean, WWE television is still good on Fridays. See what I did there? Still good on Fridays. So I mean, cause the Tribal Chief is still the best thing on TV, even when he's not on TV.
Acknowledge him.
The Tribal Chief is the best thing on TV, even when he's not on TV. That's me acknowledging him.
He's money, bro.
100%. 100%.
And it's like, bro, this is what we've been asking for the past 4 or 5 years.
Quite some time.
You know what I'm saying?
Quite some time now.
So it's like, I know I ask a lot of time, but when do you think he's gonna drop the title? When do you think him dropping the title? I feel like right now he's good. Like, he gotta have the title. He's gotta be the main dude. But I feel like eventually he's gonna get to that plateau where it's like he won't need the title no more. So eventually he's gonna have to drop it. You think he goes to the next WrestleMania?
I think he drops it at SummerSlam.
SummerSlam?
I think he drops it because if
Is that
we
a
get
year? Is that a year? That's more than a year, ain't it? Or is that a year that he's been champion?
it'd be a year.
It'd be a year? Because he returned last year. No, the pay-per-view before SummerSlam last year.
Yeah.
Because he won the title at
SummerSlam. Yep.
Yeah. Okay.
I think he returned. What's the pay-per-view before SummerSlam?
Yickety.
TLC? No.
No, because I think that's like a December pay-per-view.
It was TLC this year was in November.
Yeah.
No, October. Because it was the horror show.
Oh, yeah, that's right. Okay, so... Yep, it was the horror show, Extreme Rules.
Extreme Rules.
Yeah, because he fought for the title at that SummerSlam.
Yep.
Yep. So he came back at that horror show. Yeah. Yep.
Okay, so I think he drops it at SummerSlam, and I think he drops it to Big E.
Big E?
I think he drops it to Big E. I think Big E gets that push.
Yeah, I would love to see that.
Because I know Big E gets his rematch against Apollo next week. Next week, I don't think he wins.
Of course.
I think that he then gets thrown into a main title push.
What sets that up? What do you think sets that up for them to start their program together, him and Roman? What kind of setup do you think? If that's your choice, how do you think their feud starts?
It starts with Big E and Jay.
With the New Day and the Uso history? Mm-hmm. Okay, that's smart. I like that.
And it builds up from that.
Yeah.
Because
he get to fucking with Jay, and then Roman like, hey, you disrespecting my family.
Yeah, and then stipulation. You know how the stipulation is always. You beat Jay, you get the face Roman. I think Big E. I mean, Big E's good. He's great. So
it's crazy how much Jay being Roman's right hand man has helped Jay.
Right hand man.
You know what I'm saying? Like.
Right hand man.
That's
right hand man. More like minion.
Well, that's what the shirts say. I don't know what to say.
Just because the shirts say don't mean it's the truth.
I'm going off the merchandise.
Yeah, just because.
I'm going off the merchandise trip. That's what it says.
I guess if he called himself the right hand man, he might. I'd assume.
Hey,
Paul
Roman's
Heyman.
T-shirt says we gotta acknowledge him. So hey,
we gotta acknowledge Roman, not Jay.
You know what I'm saying? That's what I'm saying. If Roman's shirt says we have to acknowledge him, Jay's shirt says he's the right man, so he's the right hand man. I don't know.
Like that.
I don't make the T-shirts.
I don't know. On that note,
I'm not Bacardi, nigga. I don't make T-shirts, bro. Like, come on, man. Help me out here.
On that note, we'll take a break.
For to take a break, pay these bills.
And we're back.
We back. Heidi-ho.
But man, so it was a lot. It was not a lot, but it was a decent amount of viewing that happened this past week.
For sure.
First, I want to get into the finale of Falcon and Winter Soldier.
Dope show.
Okay.
Dope show.
Yeah.
I enjoyed it.
I enjoyed it. I think for me, it got better as the episodes came out, as we got more episodes. And Anthony Mackie's acting got better as the episodes grew for me. Because I wasn't really a fan at the beginning, but I don't know. Gradually, it got better and it drew me in. This past episode, though, was amazing.
Yeah. How many 2 sweets would you give?
What, the series overall or this past episode?
The series overall.
The series overall, 3 3/4.
Okay. Not bad, not bad.
I could be cajoled into 4, but I'm gonna stick at 3 3/4. What about you?
I'll probably go 4.
Okay.
I'll probably go 4.
Okay.
They need you louder.
What was your favorite part?
The suit, his new suit.
Oh, his new suit was cracking.
Yeah, that was my favorite part, being able to see the new suit. Because
Yeah.
everybody knew what that was in the suitcase.
Yeah, so I was, they posted the thumbnail of him with his new suit with the shield, promoting Captain America 4, and people were upset in the comics. The comics talking about some spoiler alert. Thank you for spoiling it for me. Motherfucker, you didn't know he was getting that suit? So y'all don't pay attention to comics?
They released toys before it even happened. I seen the suit because of a toy.
Like, nigga, Steve gave him the shield. Y'all don't think he was gonna be Captain America eventually?
What though?
Like,
No, that was my favorite part.
Yeah.
The suit was dope.
Honestly, for me, I know for a lot of people, they didn't like it. For me, though, my favorite part was that speech he gave at the end.
For sure. Yeah, for sure.
Because, I mean, they did a really good job to really display the intricacies of being black in America. They did a really good job of telling that story, especially for somebody that's going to pick up the shield and pick up those stars and stripes.
I get it, but I didn't really need the black struggle. I was cool on the black struggle.
It wasn't too much for me.
I was cool on the black struggle.
It wasn't it was needed because, especially with this current climate, it was
the bank
needed.
loan part was needed? The bank loan part was needed? When he's trying to get a bank loan for his sister? That part
That part was not needed.
That's the part that pissed me. It was like, bro, I don't care about your bank loan necessities, bro. Like, I don't need to know your financial histories, bro.
But
like,
at the same time, it's like, bro, he was gone for 5 years. Sister was struggling. Life outside of being a superhero.
Oh no, for sure. Yeah, he's still a human. So,
Yeah. But I mean, just overall the struggle he had, especially me and Isaiah Bradley, and the things that was done to him. So like, and then to know that eventually I'm supposed to take this shield up and and feel good about it.
Right.
So.
What did you think about the reveal of Sharon Carter being? Spoiler alerts, by the way.
I knew it.
Just put an alert in. What do you think about her being a power broker?
I knew it.
It was kind of.
First time I saw her on screen, I knew it. I told Brittany, I was like, I guarantee you she's a power broker.
Because I was talking to Chris. I was talking to my best friend Chris. I was like, either she's the power broker or she's like his right hand man.
Yeah.
Call back. You see what I did there? But no. To be honest, I'm geeked about it because it's for to give Sharon more. It's for to give Sharon more, character and have her get her own arc and shit.
Yeah.
But I feel like somebody else could have been the broker. You know what I'm saying? Like they could have brought a new character in, or maybe an old character in who fit that power broker part better. But hopefully they it gets better for her.
For me, I think it fit for her because the whole thing with a woman scorned.
Oh yeah, because she definitely pissed at the niggas. She definitely pissed at the Avengers.
It makes sense. It makes sense. It makes a lot of sense. So it's not necessarily the Avengers she was pissed at. It was the country more so. I feel like because the country is what did her bogus.
I feel like it's a little bit of both because if Steve hadn't asked her for help, she wouldn't have been enemy of the state.
Well, if they hadn't made Steve enemy of the state, he wouldn't have to ask her for help.
True. But it's like, if that's your problem, why would you drag somebody else in?
She could have said no.
Yeah, but you didn't have to ask her at all.
She still could have said no.
That nigga broke into the raft to help people escape. You couldn't have got your shield back yourself? Come on now.
I mean, she could have said no. She had that choice. You can't be mad at somebody else because you made the wrong choice.
I feel like she's mad at both the government and the Avengers.
Yeah, I mean, either way, it's gonna play out the way it plays out, and I'm excited for it.
When do you think she'll show up again in the MCU?
Captain America 4.
I feel like she'll show up before then. It wouldn't depend. Because that Secret Wars or Armor Wars is out before then. I think she'll show up in one of those. Yeah. Maybe even Black Panther. Maybe we get like a semi-origin story.
What's
Not
the
origin
next
story,
movie?
But, you know.
The Black Widow, and then what is after that is the Doctor Strange? Shang-Chi.
Is Black Widow, Shang-Chi, Eternals in November, and then Spider-Man in December. Okay. And then we got what else sometime in the summer, and then we got Loki in June.
Yeah, I think she might show up in. Well, she might show up in the post-credit scene of Doctor Strange.
But that's you don't think you'll see her till next year?
I'm trying to. I don't know because I don't know where Shang-Chi is gonna play, how it's gonna lay out in the timeline, and obviously Black Widow is a flashback.
Right.
Maybe I don't know what Sony's got planned for Far From Home. Not Far From Home. No Way Home. Goddamn, all these damn home movies. No Way Home. So
and they ain't got no house. I feel like
because the next solid, progressive movie in the MCU would probably be a Doctor Strange. Unless Shang-Chi, like I said, I don't know where that plays out in the timeline. So it could be possible she pops up in the post-credit of Shang-Chi.
It's possible, yeah. It's possible because I think there's a 10 Rings connection with Madripoor. I think there's some type of connection with them. Like I think, like they do shit out there too.
Yeah, I mean, and she's gonna be selling
like
secrets.
A criminal city or country, whatever it is.
Yeah,
like,
she's gonna be selling secrets. So she might pop up in Shang-Chi as one of the key components in the 10 Rings.
Yeah, we'll see her again.
So yeah, we'll see her relatively soon.
Yeah,
because you know how they do a really good job at creating storylines and progressing stories. So
yeah. What did you think about Carly Morgenthau? I think I said that right. Did I say that right?
Yeah.
Her being the head flag smasher.
She
was giving me John Walker vibes, low key. Like how much she wanted to make sure that them GRC motherfuckers was dead. How they wanted to bomb. Like she was giving me real. The Sarah making me crazy, you know what I'm saying? Like she was determined to do this job. Even when she was like, hey, if we gotta die, we gotta die. You seen the rest of her gang was like,
even like when she started talking about
your side, bitch.
When she started talking about unnecessarily killing people, they was like,
like yeah, maybe this ain't the cause we signed up for. You know what I'm saying? Like
this ain't what it started off as.
Right. This ain't what I want.
Because she definitely went from. Maybe you got to point to this bitch tripping.
Right, like you went from, I can see why you're doing that to like, that's a little extreme. Like, you're doing.
Yeah, I think we found a line that you can cross.
Right.
You definitely crossed it like 2 miles ago.
Oh, for sure. You're habitual line stepper.
Definitely habitually stepping over lines.
I thought Zemo's Butler blowing up the other flag smashers was pretty funny. Because he just did it so smooth. You just see him driving away, like, they finna get away. All of a sudden, the whole motherfucker blow up. You see his Butler in the car just fixing himself, you know what I'm saying, get himself right. And you see Zemo with the, thanks Alfred, appreciate it.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But, I'm trying to think. So we talked about the new suit. I think the new suit is dope.
I was explaining to Bree.
You think Shuri designed it? You think Shuri designed that suit?
Absolutely, because in the comics, his wings act like T'Challa's suit.
Yeah.
They're connected to his mind, so all he has to do is think about it, and they expand. Mm-hmm. So, and Shuri was the key component in T'Challa's suit doing that.
Right.
So I think she absolutely designed it. I know one thing in the comics is that T'Challa was actually the one to give him the suit presented to him.
Yeah.
So I was a little upset. I'm not upset, but because obviously we couldn't get it that way.
Right.
But it was nice for him to still get it from Wakanda.
Yeah. Still had that Wakandan connection.
It was and for Bucky to be the one that handed it to him.
Right. Especially because he asked for the favor. You know what I'm saying? Speaking of Bucky, I I thought it was dope that he was finally able to make amends with everybody in his book. You know what I'm saying? I'm not gonna lie. I was about to get teary-eyed when he went to go see Yuri to tell him about his son. I was like, oh, he's gonna be so hurt. But I was like, glad they kind of skipped it. He was able to walk out, and you know what I'm saying. So I was like, it's good to see him have that growth too, because like, you know what I'm saying, he made amends with everybody. Because at first I was confused on why Zemo was in his book. Because like, why was Zemo be in your book if he frames you? But then it was like, everybody in his book wasn't people that he wanted forgiveness from. It was some people in the book, like the Hydra lady in the first episode, who needed to come to justice for all the bad shit they were doing.
Yeah,
so
the things like, that he did. And then even Zemo, I think it was more so not necessarily of what he did to Zemo, but what Zemo did to him and how that rippled effect to everybody else. So it was more so Zemo getting his justice by letting the Wakandans take care of it.
Right. Because I think he crossed his name out because he knew that by the end that he thought Bucky was gonna kill him.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It's like for him to have that growth where it was like, no, I'm not gonna kill you. I'm gonna just hand you over to the motherfuckers who want to though.
Yeah.
It's like now they gotta deal with you, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And I think that's gonna end up setting up some group shit, some anti-hero group shit with Zemo and John Walker and them niggas. I think some type of, maybe the Thunderbolts. I heard a group called was it Force Works? You know what I'm saying? So it's like, hopefully we get to see another team up soon in the future.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, I like the Bucky growth.
Yeah. I'd like to see a Winter Soldier solo movie. I don't know what they could do with it, but
if not a solo movie, maybe even just another show. You know what I'm saying?
Show. Yeah, because I'm excited for low-key now because these two shows that they've given us so far have been
hits.
Yeah, so and they've been completely different.
Yeah.
WandaVision completely different from Falcon and Captain America and Winter Soldier.
Right.
No, maybe low-key's more comedic or something. I don't know, but either way, I'm excited for it.
Oh, for sure. Definitely excited.
Because it's going to play a key role into expanding the universe, so...
For sure. You think Taurus is going to be the new Falcon?
Yeah. Yeah, because he got the wings. Mm-hmm. And Sam told him to keep them. Even they did a good job of setting up Isaiah Bradley's great-grandson.
To be a young Avenger?
Yeah. Yeah, and I like the fact that Sam got Isaiah put into the Captain America museum.
I had that in my notes, yep.
That was dope. That was a really good scene.
Yeah, for sure. So Taurus being the new Falcon, Bucky making amends. Would you John Walker get his U.S. agent suit? I thought that was dope. I thought that was
dope too. And she was like, "We don't need another Captain America. We need a U.S. agent." I was like,
Now before that,
nice.
Before that, I want to go back to
shout out to the shield that he got from Wish.com.
Oh, what though? That was definitely a DIY shield. That was definitely one of them. How to make a shield in 30 easy steps. That was a YouTube video. That nigga was making a tutorial.
Making Cap shield for dummies.
Oh, what though? But going back before he got the suit, he found Carly and his Flag Smashers. You know, he confronted them. You know what I'm saying? He fighting whatever. And then there was a truck full of the GRC people, and that truck was about to go off something.
The construction site.
Yeah. And you know what? Was it first? I think Falcon tried to catch it first with his wings.
No, it was U.S. agent tried to catch it first. Like he was trying to grab it.
Back.
He was trying to pull it back. Falcon was the one to actually save him.
No, but I thought he pulled it back. I thought it
U.S.
fell
agent
first.
U.S. agent fell down with Bucky. They was at the ground. It was at the ground level.
I think he pulled it. That's right. Okay.
And he was trying to pull it back.
Yeah.
And then I believe it was Carly. She knocked him over, and they both fell together.
Yeah.
And then the truck was falling, and then
that's when Falcon
came up with all his gadgets.
That's right. But that him seeing the bigger picture, I feel like he's not gonna be a all the way bad guy. You know what I'm saying? For him to be, his whole thing was the the shield, what it represented, he wanted to be the next Captain America, whatever. I felt like him throwing down the shield, knowing that he could have, you could kind of tell he was conflicted. He was like, damn, should I save the truck? Should I go after Carly? You could tell he was conflicted. And then it was like, once you seen the truck going down, you see him catch it, and it start going back, and you see the shield fall. I was like, okay, like, oh shit, okay. So it's like, he realized like, hey, there's more to being the hero than, you know what I'm saying, some item that has so much prestige. Is about who you are and, you know what I'm saying, what you stand for.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So it's like, no, he not gonna be like the next Captain America, but it's like, you know, an anti-hero. I can see him being, I don't think he's gonna be a full-blown villain.
No.
You know what I'm saying? I can see him as like as a post-Avengers Loki, like a motherfucker was like, you still do bad shit, but it's like, your intentions is kind of good, you know what I'm saying? So it's like, we'll just have to see.
He towing that line. Towing that line like a motherfucker.
Right. But no, overall, I enjoyed the show. I was hoping to see Steve, even if it was just him being old, maybe a funeral or something. You know what I'm saying? So I enjoyed it. Hopefully, Loki catches my attention just like the first two shows did. So I enjoyed it. I enjoyed it.
I liked it.
Yeah, it was good.
So yesterday they premiered Mortal Kombat. Mortal Kombat. So first off, what would you rate it? How many 2 sweets are you giving it?
I go 3. 3 2 sweets out of 5. I go 3.
I can see that. I'm gonna actually go 2 and 2 3/4.
Okay.
Closer to 2.5. It's like, what I didn't like, I wasn't a fan of Cole. Cole wasn't doing it for me.
I see a lot of people were.
His acting was horrible.
My whole thing is I knew it was a setup movie. So it was like I was just ready for the fatalities and the different Easter eggs in the movie. So it was like I knew it wasn't gonna be one of those, damn, this motherfucker was a Christopher Nolan masterpiece. Like I know it was gonna be one of them movies. So it was like I was cool with, you know.
I wasn't expecting that. For Cole to be the main guy, I was expecting a little better, better acting. Just a little bit more.
Yeah, his acting was definitely CW. It was CW as fuck.
Yeah, but overall, I really enjoyed the fatalities. They did a great job.
I'm just hoping they're successful enough till we can get these other movies.
Yeah.
Hopefully they get past that. Hopefully get this. I feel like it's gonna be one of those movies where the second one is better than the first one.
Cause I was upset. Like, pause when when Kung Lao got his soul sucked out.
Hey, when Cabal was like, "This is my favorite part," he's about to get his soul sucked. I like to hear him scream. Like, oh my god!
Pause, bro.
Pause, dog. Like,
pause.
Like McQuaid, you didn't scream. You didn't prove this before they started doing their lines, nigga.
Right? Like, you was okay.
They should have me and Doug in the back. Like, pause,
bro.
Like, hey, that's a pause moment, bro. You might need to pause that, dog.
Brittany was like, "What happened to Kung Lao?" I was like, "He got his soul sucked out."
Mm-hmm. And not in a good way either.
Not in a good way.
It was
the bad one. It was the bad one. I was geeked. I was geeked when they showed Kung Lao, because Kung Lao is my character. That's the character I always use.
Yeah, I fuck with Kung Lao.
So, and then to see his fatality, that was dope.
Oh, for sure.
Like, just to see their fatalities in general, like Liu Kang's fatality was dope to see.
The dragon, the fire
dragon.
Yeah.
I mean, even
my favorite part was the blood dagger. Seeing the blood dagger. I thought that was dope.
Yeah. Or Scorpion's fire breath.
Yeah, the fire breath. Yep.
That was dope.
Mm-hmm. Best line of the movie. Get over here.
Yeah, I was waiting for it.
Yeah, like that was.
I was waiting for it the whole time.
You know what I'm saying? Let me see what else. I thought Kano ripping out Reptile's heart was dope. I thought that was dope. You know what I'm saying? Kano wins. I thought that was dope.
Or when Kung Lao said flawless victory. I was like, yes.
Yeah. So when I was watching on HBO, I was watching on HBO Max, of course. So the part where I think the fire dragon ate, I forgot who to eat. Was it Cabal?
Cabal.
When he ate Cabal, and it was like flaw when Liu Kang was like fatality for Kung Lao.
Yeah.
It literally said speaks foreign language. I was like, nigga, he said fatality. Like, you clearly heard him say fatality. And on the subtitles, it was like, he says foreign language for Kung Lao. I was like, no, nigga, that nigga said fatality, because that's what it was. Like, that's what it was, nigga, fatality.
It's
like, come on
definitely a fatality, bro.
But no, even the comedy parts was funny. Like, when Kung Lao and Liu Kang was disrespecting Kano.
Bro, Kano was so mad.
He was pissed off.
He was big pissed.
He said, motherfucker, and give me an egg roll. And the whole laser shot out his eyes.
He really wanted the fucking egg roll.
He didn't want no disrespect. You know what I'm saying? He just wanted his egg roll.
The egg rolls were beastie, but they knew what they was doing.
Oh, for sure. So, you know, they had Cole he has the dragon mark, whatever, thinks it's the birthmark. He's fighting. Jax comes, find him. And says, interesting tattoo, yada, yada, yada. Sub-Zero comes find him. He's about to kill him. Jax helps him. And then come to find out, Jax got the matching dragon tattoo.
Yeah.
They find out that it means you've been chosen for...
Mortal Kombat! Yeah. I mean, the difference was that Cole was born with his.
Yeah, he was born with his.
Because he had the lineage of Scorpion.
He had that, what's his name? Hanzo Hasashi bloodline, nigga. Hasashi.
And Jax got his from killing somebody that had it.
Mm-hmm. Same way, spoiler, Sonya got hers.
Kano killed the guy that she was supposed to kill. And then she ended up killing Kano to get the...
That's still how she got hers.
Yeah.
She didn't have it at first. That's how she got it.
She didn't have it for the whole movie.
That's what I'm saying. So technically, that's how she got it.
Yeah.
She killed Kano. But no,
I knew she was gonna get it from killing Kano. It was poetic justice that way.
She got her 10 rings. She got her 10 rings power. I thought
that shit was dope.
You know what I'm saying?
That shit was dope.
Out here Shang Chi-ing it up. You know what I'm saying? I
thoroughly enjoyed it. I didn't.
Cole was the weakest part of it.
I must say I didn't enjoy Cole's powers because it was like, bro, your power is just that you can take your ass whooping.
Yeah, you just got a Kevlar vest.
Yeah, you just got.
I still think that was a nod to Baraka, but that's just me with the blades, because that's how he had. That's the kind of blades he had.
I think we're gonna get Baraka. Then we're gonna get an actual Baraka.
Oh yeah, I think so. We're gonna get that. One thing I didn't like how easily a girl got defeated.
Oh yeah, I didn't.
Not taking nothing away from who beat him up. Was that Liu Kang?
It was Cole.
It was like, nah, he should have been the one that got that victory.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying.
Yeah.
But no, for the movie that it was, I enjoyed it. I want to see more. I want to see these. I want to see 2 and 3. Cause I feel like these movies are.
I heard it's supposed to be 4.
Yeah, I think 4. Cause I think Bihan signed up for a 4-movie deal. If this one is successful, I think it's gonna be successful. It ain't gonna be no blockbuster hit, but I think it'll do enough well. They'll greenlight a second one.
Yeah, I think because
there's enough momentum behind it.
Yeah, because it's a cult classic.
Yeah, for sure.
Like the people love Mortal Kombat, and to get that gory action and to get the fatalities,
for sure. And
they pay homage to the game, like because even Kung Lao saying that he got his name from he's a descendant of Kung Lao. Mm-hmm. It's like, okay, that's dope. So that means maybe we can get another Kung Lao.
Right.
So I mean,
that's the storyline in the game.
Yeah.
So I don't think you're gonna get another one. When he died.
Oh. Yeah, he did die in the game. We did. I mean, we got zombie Kung Lao, and we also got zombie Liu Kang as well. Which, spoiler alert, Liu Kang might die in the next couple movies.
Because even the dude who played Sub-Zero said he think eventually he gonna end up being noob. So.
Yeah, I feel it would be next when he died. So.
Yeah.
I think the one thing I kind of threw me for a loop was Sub-Zero being the antagonist and Scorpion being the protagonist.
Well, that's pretty much the story.
It's usually flipped.
Yeah,
I thought Sub-Zero killed because
it's usually flipped.
That's how it was in the animated movie.
Quan Chi did it. He was disguised as Sub-Zero.
Mm-hmm.
So it's usually the other way around, because even in the originals, Scorpion was he was on Shang Chi side. Shang Tsung. So it's usually flipped. But I mean, it was dope to get a different version of the story. It's just the one thing that threw me for a loop, because I was kind of expecting Scorpion to be the bad guy. But either way, I enjoyed it for what it was. It was a lot of action, in which I was looking for. There was a lot of gore, which I was looking for. I was excited to see the fatalities. They did a really good job at making the fatalities make sense. I mean, and the way that you can make a fatality make sense. So, I mean, 'cause they did it. It was a good way to tell the story of how they got their powers and how they could do fatalities.
The what they call it, Arcana?
Arcana, yeah. So, I'm excited. I can't wait for 2. You know?
Yeah, hopefully everything work out. They get Greenlee for a second one.
Yeah. So next, Shang Chi trailer.
Yeah, it look dope. I can't wait to see it. It look good.
Yeah.
We finally get the real Mandarin. They changed it up because now Fam is his daddy, so that should be an interesting dynamic.
Yeah.
Because I don't think it was his daddy originally in the comics. So it should be an interesting dynamic, man. It looked good. I like the action sequences. My whole thing is that we finally actually get the actual Mandarin, so that's like what I'm excited about.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Is this weird to me because it's like, yeah, we got like Black Widow and Hawkeye and them, but it's like to see just a kung fu master being in a group with superheroes and motherfuckers with powers and special suits and shit. So it's like it's kind of funny seeing this kung fu master. It's like hopefully hopefully it work out well. It's just I don't know nothing about Shang Chi. Like even growing up, I don't know nothing about him. You know what I'm saying? So it's like me being a kung fu, like me growing up on kung fu movies and shit like that. So that's what I'm excited about that part. But like story and history wise, I don't really know much about it. So I'm interested to see how it all come together.
Yeah. I'm excited. I can't wait. I mean, I'm all for Marvel movies. You know, I'm all for Marvel content anyway. Give it to us, pause. So I'm excited, man.
For sure. I'm
excited. You got any approvals for this week?
Yep. Of course, first one, Mortal Kombat. I enjoyed it. I'm thoroughly enjoying the Mighty Ducks Game Changers.
I told you.
So
that is some good shit.
Put that on the list.
That is some good shit.
Invincible on Prime is a good watch. If you enjoy a different dynamic to superhero shit, I enjoy it. It gives me like animated The Boys vibes. There's a documentary on Netflix called This is the Rivalry, the world's biggest art heist. That was a good 4-episode docuseries. It was about a major art heist in the 90s in Boston. I don't think they ever caught the thief, so that's dope. That's like 30 years. He just,
out here.
And then last but not least, the WWE biography series on A&E.
Yeah.
Second one to be out. Well, this dropped Monday, so the second one would have dropped yesterday. Because they don't hear it till Monday. So that's all I got.
I'd say, check out Mortal Kombat. Just go ahead and check that out. Mighty Ducks, of course, is every week for me.
Bro, if Bombay don't end up coaching these kids, I'm gonna be so upset.
I think they'll probably be co-coaches.
Probably.
He gonna end up clapping cheeks.
Oh, he definitely clapping coach cheeks.
Yeah, he gonna. They set that up perfectly just last episode.
Hashtag don't bother.
Hashtag don't bother. But also the A&E docuseries, check that out. Also make sure, all episodes of Falcon and Winter Soldier are now out. And shout out to Deuces, Hollywood Deuces out here doing this thing.
I don't think we get no Disney content for a whole month, like show-wise. For the month of May, I don't think nothing come up for the month of May.
Loki comes out in June.
Yeah.
And as always, and y'all can follow us on our social media platforms. You know, we got NWO Podcast on Twitter, NWO_podcast on Instagram, Nerd World Order Podcast on Facebook. Make sure y'all join that group, Nerd World Order Podcast group, where we get all types of discussions, talking about crazy shit, mostly wrestling, because we love to talk wrestling.
Wrestling with an R.
And as always, it's been another wonderful episode of the NWO Podcast, the Nerd World Order Podcast, the podcast that is just too sweet.
Too sweet.
It's your boy Dougie Fresh, a.k.a. the Dutch Destroyer, Trip Alistair Black.
I definitely like that name, Class. It's your boy, Mike Leonardo DiCaprio, a.k.a. the Mike exclusive one. What it do?
We out.
We out.